This crispy chicken is from a taco place.
This crispy chicken is from a taco place?
The taco place?
Taco place. It comes in a burrito, too?
From your taco place, it's also a chicken place that's also a taco place.
Check out the all-new Blue and Orange store at the Boise State Hall of Fame. The Blue and Orange store has your best game day gear. We're talking jerseys, hats, bumper stickers, car flags, more than 4,000 hats on the hat wall. If you want the best Boise State gear, make sure you check out the Blue and Orange store online at theblueandorangestore.com or the all-new Blue and Orange store down at the Boise State Allen Noble Hall of Fame.
It's the fall kickoff sale at Lithia Ford of Boise. It's the best time to trade in and trade up to a new Ford truck or SUV with the room to haul your payload or playload. Visit Lithia Ford of Boise, where Ford begins in Idaho.
Bronco fans, the new Boise State trading cars are here, and you can only get them at Jackson's.
Start collecting them today.
Jackson's, let's go!
And final blade of grass. Done. And done. Who knew it'd take 2,007 man-hours to paint 47,962,053 blades of grass? Smells like game day. Whoa, it's not dry yet.
This is Bronco Nation News Live. The best interviews, the most informed opinions, the latest breaking news, all from the top Boise State insiders. Bronco Nation News Live is the only daily show that talks nothing but Boise State sports. And we do it with you. Give us your comments or questions in the ICCU YouTube chat. Or leave us a voicemail on the Signature Roofing voice inbox at speakpipe.com/BNN. BNN Live is presented by our title sponsor, RoadPaint.com, the official paint and coatings company of Boise State Athletics, and our major sponsors, Jackson's, Taco Bell, Idaho Central Credit Union, Lithia Ford of Boise, and the Blue and Orange store. For more coverage of Boise State athletics, check out the all-new BroncoNationNews.com, now part of the 247 Sports family. Now, here's five-time NSMA Idaho Sports Writer of the Year, BJ Rains, with another edition of Bronco Nation News Live.
Good morning, Bronco Nation, and welcome. Tampa, Florida, the site. Yeah, we're talking about rain and storms and hurricanes the last couple of weeks. It couldn't be better weather today. Perfectly blue skies as we get set for Boise State opening the 2025 season tonight here in South Florida. What a day it's going to be right here in Tampa as we get set for Boise State and South Florida. We bring in our man, John Mallory. Johnny, I know you're back in Boise feeling real jealous right now. This is the setup here for the show. The palm trees, the ocean, the beach. Not bad spot for a show this morning.
Oh, BJ, yeah, these are one of those days. Not only is it kickoff to another season of Bronco Nation News covering Boise State football, but to do it at an exotic time, at an exotic location, if you will. I mean, heck yeah, man, this is a good way to kick this thing off. Everybody's excited today for really the opening day, if you will, of college football, and Boise State is a part of it, a big part of it, with the first game of the day. It's crazy, BJ. We're happy. You're happy. Let's, as Prater would say, let's get after it.
You guys are going to have 3 hours today, correct? I believe 12 to 3. You guys are going to have a new time for your show today on Idaho Sports Talk, I believe, getting set for this game. So you guys are going to have your wall-to-wall coverage. We'll be live back at the pregame show, 1:30 Mountain Time, I believe, as well, giving you the sights and sounds. So exciting day, Johnny. It's been 250-plus days since that loss to Penn State and in the Fiesta Bowl. And it's crazy, Johnny, because you lose Ashton Genty, you lose, Ahmed Hassanin and some of the receivers, and who do they lose? And a lot of people think this team should be better this year, and here we are today, finally just a couple hours away from finally seeing what we got. In that first game, so many unknowns, both sides of the ball, both teams. Just excited, man. I think we all believe and feel this team's going to be pretty good, but we'll find out for sure here this afternoon.
Yeah, we think it's going to be pretty good. I would sign off on that all day. I'm not worried about any team in this league. Not. I'd be worried about South Florida. This thing could be 0-1, not to be ball game the buzzkill coming in here, but that adds to the flavor of this thing for me as someone who's going to cover it, who's going to tell stories about this game. Like, that's what I like. Yeah, there is drama in this thing. If you're a diehard college football fan and you're looking at this thing and you follow the game, you're thinking, okay, this is an interesting game. I want to pay attention to. I want to see what Boise State can do against, can I say, an upper echelon G5 program. Went to a couple bowl games. Seems like Galesh is doing a good job trying to get that thing going, keeping players, which is huge. I was surprised at the retention USF had for a school in Florida in the American. There's a lot of good football players on those, mid-level Florida FBS schools. They have talent there. Talking to it about Sanford last night on Ball Talk, saying there are good. Boise State might not have better athletes than USF. It doesn't mean they're not a better football team or they shouldn't be favored. But this, like Sanford said, this isn't Georgia Southern. It's not. It's a higher level there, and there isn't the Heisman Trophy runner-up fallback. Those are really good questions, BJ, that we all can't wait to answer today, and excited to be a part of your coverage. You're right. We're going on the air in less than 3 hours. It's weird doing a midday little pregame thing, getting things up, getting everybody ready for kickoff. And I know the BNN coverage. Bronco Nation, you guys are lucky. Got a lot of little coverages, or a lot of good coverage here on this game. Good stuff, BJ.
Scott Price saying he's at the Starbucks by the stadium. See you in there. So he's down here in Tampa watching the show. Appreciate you. Tommy Henry saying on the beach already. And yeah, we are. This is right at the hotel here, and brought the family down on this one, Johnny. We always pick one game a year to bring the kids, and might as well do it on a game by the beach, and then we're going to stay for a couple days afterwards and watch some games this weekend. But it's crazy, man. I know they said there is a chance for some pop-up storms a little bit later today, but right now, I mean, there's a couple high clouds. It is, as you can tell, just a beautiful morning here in Tampa, and that humidity hits you when you walk off the plane, man. It felt a lot like walking into that Inferno practice when you get off the plane and walk outside for that first time. The humidity down here is real, and that's going to be one of the questions I have in this game, Johnny. The conditioning level of Boise State. You have South Florida going with the all-black uniforms in this one, which seems a bit odd to me. Boise State, they had the 4 Inferno practices. They say that's not going to be an issue, but a 5:30 kickoff, the hottest time of the day. It's going to be 90-plus degrees. The humidity is going to be in there, and the conditioning going up against a South Florida team that's the fastest offense, the tempo, number 1 in the nation in terms of getting off multiple plays, running up to the line, hurrying that up-tempo offense. For me, Boise State thinks they're in condition. They think they're ready, but we'll see here at 5:30.
That type of offense, it reminiscent of like Chip Kelly, end of his Oregon days, early Philadelphia days. And Galesh kind of has the same deal where it's terrific if it gets rolling, and it's really hard to stop. You're on your heels. They're playing matchups. It's really hard for you to substitute. They know your personnel, so they know exactly how to attack that personnel. And man, does it work. But if you can get quick 3-and-outs, it is a detriment to them because their defense gets down in that temperature and that humidity, that climate, and then the offense takes 13 seconds off the clock, running to the line, doing things on incomplete pass, and all of a sudden they got to punt the ball right back. I've seen that backfire on those teams a lot. And in those conditions, I mean, gosh, you would think you want to get your defense a serviceable amount of rest during the offensive possessions and not try to put the pedal to the metal like that. But that's just how they play. And again, if it works, it's going to be a problem. If it doesn't, then Boise State might have something to go with. I hear you talk too, and you're going to need depth, right? With this, you're not going to expect the defensive linemen to be able to play maybe a number of snaps you would want them to play here. Maybe you have to be more rotational in that regard. Don't give up big plays. You know how it goes, BJ. A couple of big plays early. Get your best players the football early and roll the dice and see what you got today. I can't wait.
Johnny, I'm not sure if you can hear it or not, but there's a gentleman here now serenading us, the little beach guitarist singing out here, Johnny. I don't know if you can hear him or not in the background. Hopefully it's not too loud, but they got pina coladas already flowing at 10 a.m. here, whatever it is, 11 a.m. This is going to be a fun one today, Johnny. And I think Jay Tuss had the tweet, not since if you don't count the COVID season, Boise State hasn't opened at home since 2017, Johnny. 2017, we're going like 7-8 years in a row if you take out the COVID season where they haven't had a home game to start the season. Very interesting. The Boise State model is kind of open on the road, and we know they've been in, I think, 5 of the last 10 road openers or something have been in the South, whether it's Louisiana, Lafayette, Troy, Georgia Southern, Florida State, UCF. Now, here we are at South Florida. So 6 openers in the Southeast in the last 10, 11 years. Interesting model that they like to not only start on the road, but start down south. And I guess if you're going to do it, make it the first game so you can have the extra day on the travel and things like that. But you look at future schedules, next couple openers are on the road as well.
I don't care where you go. It's hard to open a college football season on the road, especially a couple of time zones away. It's difficult. This is the first time they will hit somebody other than a Boise State player since Penn State. What? But yeah, that's the nature. That's college football. South Florida's got to do it too. But wow, if you think about that, going against someone else for the first time, like opening on the road and having to deal with everything that comes with that. I mean, when did the equipment truck leave this week to drive from Boise, Idaho to Tampa, Florida? Did they have Monday? Sunday?
No, Thursday game. I think it was like Friday or Saturday. Yeah, it left a week early. Yeah,
you're right. I forgot it's even a Thursday day. So
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's a
shout out to those guys too, because they're gonna shout out to those guys because they're literally gonna pack the truck up, and when the game's over tonight, pack it up, and then literally just drive all night, all day for 2 straight days or whatever to get back, and they'll rotate drivers and stuff. But shout out to those guys putting some miles on that thing for sure.
Would you want that gig?
No, I'm okay.
I'd have a hard time with that too, but shout out to those guys. Some
might
people
might be a fun story someday to ride back with those guys and hear their stories and get life on the road with the truck driver. But I mean, it's a little different driving to Logan, Utah, or whatever as it is. I mean, those guys are probably trying to nap all day today or whatever they can because it's going to be a long couple of days for them.
Yeah, BJ. Some people just weren't cut out for life on the road. You know how it goes, brother. Hey, by the way,
yeah, go ahead.
17 games today. That's more than an NFL Sunday. And I know a lot of them are lollygag tech and whatnot, but 17 games today, 3 of which involving Mountain West teams, the league that we cover, BJ. So, man, if this isn't kicking off the season, I don't know what is. Going to be a fun day. And, man, the difference, BJ, between 1-0 and 0-1. There's no in between, man. It's such a different deal. And for Boise State, I mean, if you lose this game, I don't know when you get to be ranked again. I guess if you went out and beat Notre Dame after that win, maybe you creep back in. But people don't care about rankings, most people. But if you do, and you like being a program where you can raise your hand and say, yeah, we were ranked every single year from 2002 to 2020. That's us. It was like Boise State was, and fans like that. If you lose this game, it's like no G5. Boise State already is saving the G5 in terms of the AP poll. There's going to be a day where they might probably just start their own poll. I mean, G5 teams don't even get ranked on there. So a big game in that regard too. But yeah, just the 1-0 looks so choice, BJ. Got to find a way to get it done.
Well, Johnny, yesterday the team got a chance to go over to Raymond James Stadium. This video is courtesy of our man Jay Tust, Bronco Studios. And, of course, I don't know if you can – there we go. Bronco Studios, Jay Tust sent us this video. Raymond James Stadium. I'm having a little bit of Wi-Fi issues on my end. I don't know if it's still playing for you, Johnny, or not. But the guys out there checking out the field yesterday. And an NFL stadium, Johnny, pretty cool. This is the fourth NFL stadium they've played in the last couple of years with L.A., Vegas, Phoenix, and now down here in Tampa. But the guys getting a chance to walk around, check out Raymond James Stadium, get a little feel for the grass there. And obviously a cool side story here, another NFL stadium they get to play in. And there's Spencer Danielson. Look at that. He's wearing full black hoodie and pants, Johnny, even out here in the middle of the 90 degrees.
Same one. Same outfit. Same exact hoodie. And Matt Spencer wears the same outfit. He doesn't wear just, it's a different shirt, looks the same. Exact same garments every single day. That's funny. He wore that to Tampa too. I love Danielson, man. Cracks me up.
He'll probably be I bet she's wearing a black long sleeve shirt or something for the game today. Wouldn't surprise me. But Johnny, as I said, fourth NFL stadium, Raymond James Stadium. Pretty cool. The guys got a chance to check it out early, and as I said, the fourth NFL stadium in the last little over 2 years here.
Yeah, Spencer's been lucky in that regard. Right? I mean, it feels like he plays. A third of his games have been in NFL stadiums. The only drawback on this cool NFL stadium, I can't imagine there's going to be a big crowd. It's USF. It's a weeknight, even an exotic kick in that time zone, 5:30. You still have to get off work early if you're going to go to that game. And it's a big stadium. I wonder how the atmosphere.
I don't even think they open up. I was looking at tickets for my family, Johnny, to buy some, and they don't even sell the upper level. So it'll be
San Diego State at old Qualcomm when you went to those games, and I did. Yeah.
So it should be, I think they said 30, 35,000 maybe, but it'll be on the lower level only. I don't think they open the pirate ship either for the college game, which is a bummer because both my kids' flag football team name is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and they wanted to go. They wanted to go see the pirate. They wanted to go see the pirate ship today, Johnny. So, but Pony Boy says nobody cares about USF and Tampa. I don't know about that, but
I agree.
Really?
Well, there's 7 other teams.
They're all Tampa Bay Rays. They're packing Steinbrenner Field for the Tampa Bay Rays games.
You're a Florida State fan. You're a Gator fan. You're a Hurricane fan. There's just a lot of other teams too. BJ, USF just entered FBS in the year 2000. By that year, Bobby Bowden had multiple titles, Heisman winners. The U had been built. The Gators were heavy. It's tough to fit in my opinion, in that state when you're a directional school. Give it up to UCF and USF. They've done a better job, I think, than most would have thought. It's just, BJ, I just don't think it's all that big a deal. I hope there's more people in the stands tonight. Let us know on your coverage because you'll obviously be there.
We got record viewership for a morning show here, Johnny, on YouTube alone. Well over 230 people watching this right now. So if you're on YouTube, go ahead and give us that like down there in the corner of the screen. Subscribe to our channel as well. And if you're new and just kind of Googling, our YouTube in Boise State, South Florida, and you found our channel here, we do live shows every morning at 9 a.m. Mountain Time, pregame show, postgame show today coming from here in Tampa. So if you are watching this, make sure you hit that like button down at the bottom of the screen and give the KTIK YouTube, it's on there as well. Give them a like and a subscribe to the KTIK YouTube channel as well. Johnny, I want to get into some of your, you mentioned, this game is a little scary. But I want to get into just some big picture season stuff for you and just your final thoughts and what you feel most confident in this team and what still worries you about this team moving forward here. And we'll take folks' comments. We'll take their questions in the ICCU YouTube chat. So if you have a score prediction for today, but also just what do you feel most confident in and what still worries you most about this team? Let us know here in the chat, and we'll get to that momentarily. But coverage like this is possible because of our title sponsor, rowpaint.com. Andy Rowe and Company. Check out Andy Rowe, rowpaint.com. All your painting needs, whether it's a concrete coatings, interior, exterior painting, they got you covered. Andy Rowe and rowpaint.com. ICCU.com, the best in the business. I've made the switch. Prater's made the switch. They got 7 NIL deals now. You're going to see their signs inside Albertson Stadium. They are back on board as a sponsor with Boise State and Learfield and Bronco Sports Properties. So ICCU is stepping up, and you can return the favor. Make the switch today. The best banking out there. I love it. ICCU.com. Hey, Taco Bell, TacoBellWorks.com. Perfect time to get over to Taco Bell and check out all the great new options they have, including the new chicken and steak street chalupas, the $3 Chipotle Ranch grilled chicken steak burrito, the new crispy chicken strips, or the Mountain Dew Baja Midnight Freeze. I know that's a favorite of Johnny's. Taco Bell, the future of fast food. Visit a Treasure Valley Taco Bell location today. Johnny, what are you thinking? Do we get a Latrell Scores, Jackson's Pours deals right off the bat here in week 1?
You know what? I would give Trell a teeter. Sure. I think he's got as good a shot as anybody outside of maybe Chris Marshall, Sire Gaines, Maddox Madsen, or Malik Sherrod. I put Trell in that mix 100%. That'd be great for him. He's good in the red zone, too. Well, if Latrell Capel scores tonight, you can go to Jackson's and they'll pour. Latrell Capel scoring a touchdown, any size fountain drink, 49 cents. And that'll be next Monday is when you can take advantage of that deal. 49 cents, any size fountain drink on the Monday after Latrell Capel scores. So keep that in mind. Not sure on the Breezy bundle today. Not sure he's even going to play, Johnny. We'll find out about that. We'll find out about that and maybe get into that here in a little bit. But countdown to kickoff is on as well at the Blue and Orange Store. The blueandorangestore.com. Check them out. All your game day gear. Visit the new location there at the Boise State Hall of Fame, the Allen Noble Hall of Fame. It's open during normal business hours. And if you're not in the Boise area, you can go online anywhere in the world, the blueandorangestore.com. And they've got those customized jerseys now. You can go on in there and they'll print any player on the roster and make you a custom jersey for any player on the roster in about 10 minutes while you wait. So highly recommend the folks over there at the Blue and Orange Store online, the blueandorangestore.com. And Lithia Ford of Boise, their fall kickoff sales underway, Johnny, and they got some great deals going on. Latrell Capels is everywhere, man. The NIL man himself, Cage Casey, all the various options and folks that they have deals with. So I think Spencer Danielson has a vehicle from them, Jeremiah Dickey. So they're taking care of your favorite Broncos. Return the favor, buy that new or used car or truck from our friends at Lithia Ford of Boise. And join us at Uncle Bob's. Looking forward to this, Johnny, our first ever halftime show. We're going to have a halftime show with the guys at Uncle Bob's, and then we're going to have a post-game show at Uncle Bob's as well. So make sure at halftime you switch over to our YouTube channel. They're going to try to test the equipment for the post-game show and do a little 10-minute halftime show with their thoughts and your thoughts of the game. So make sure you join us at halftime, and then also join us in person. Uncle Bob's, they're going to half-price drinks today, some great deals. They're going to raffle off some gift cards, and going to be a lot of fun out there at Uncle Bob's in Meridian. Chris Van Sickle, Nathan Carroll, and Michael Callahan will all be at Uncle Bob's today. So hang out, meet Michael Callahan, have a cold one with him. And Johnny Callahan was telling us this is his first ever game, obviously, as an alumni now, finished up playing in the Fiesta Bowl. So he said he's not sure how he's going to handle it. First time ever watching in 7 years watching as a fan on TV. So he said he was more than thankful to come out to Uncle Bob's, and he thinks that's a better idea than him kind of watching by himself in his apartment. But that's got the former players that have now moved on. It's got to always be a unique experience for them. And Michael Callahan's going to be out at Uncle Bob's watching the game with fans today. His house too. Mike lives with a member of the Boise State coaching staff. So he is still in it. I'm one surprised Callahan didn't make the trip, just go there on his own dime like so many ex-players do. But at the same time, I don't know how I would want to treat that either. I mean, maybe it's better for him to be around a bunch of people he doesn't know, meeting, greeting, watching the game casually versus, by yourself or with ex-teammates who are in the same position as you. That's got to be an odd feeling, but Callahan's such a pro, such a good dude. That's going to be fun for people who head out there and watch the game out in that atmosphere. By the way, somebody's asking if the BNN discount is still active, Johnny. It is, and we're at 75% off today. It got even better. Go subscribe today. Today, every story on our site, all of Mike Prater's columns, they are all free today.
You can go to BroncoNationNews.com right now, read every story on the site for free. We've unlocked all the VIP stories today only as part of our season kickoff. And the fine folks at 247 have also brought back the 75% off sale in honor of the start of the season, and that'll only go through Sunday. So jump in now, 75% off for the year. That's only like less than barely $25 for a full year of coverage. We're going to have 5-6 post-game stories tonight, all kinds of analysis. Prater's got a column coming in the next day or two. So jump on board, subscribe today, help out our coverage, and something got to pay the bills, Johnny. I mean, it's tough life here down here in South Florida. So help us out. Subscribe, BroncoNationNews.com. Today's the best day to do that. All right, Johnny. Let's start with the positive. What is one thing about this team that you are 100% not worried about? It's going to have no problems. You feel great about going into the season.
I feel great about the running game. I'm not 100%, but I feel great about it. This team, it knows its identity. George Brett, the baseball player, you remember, he had a saying. He said, for hitters, find a philosophy and stick with it. And I think Spencer Danielson has offensively, and I think Potter has signed off on that. This team is going to run the football. Dude, they have two maulers in the running game at the tight end position in Lott and Wags. Maulers, man, be physical. Run the hell out of the ball. Look, I'm at this point with Sire. Man, I don't know what tomorrow is going to hold, so we're going to get the hell after it today. So I want to see Sire full go, the guy on a mission. You've seen it. I've seen it. Sire's different. He's wired different, just the type of human he is, how focused he is. Man, get him the rock. Also, Malik Sherrod has to touch the ball. I want those two touching the ball the most, maybe even Sherrod the most. He's experienced. He makes guys miss. I think he's had a hell of a camp. You've seen him up close too. He has to touch the ball a lot. He's been there since day one. Also, no hiccups from Malik. That dude is good to go. He becomes, in my opinion, one of the more popular players on the roster in 7 hours. People are going to love Malik after they get to see him up close. If he has a juke, a spin move, some type of breakaway play, maybe he takes a kick back to the house. Avery Williams, where are you? It's the last time, I believe. No, they had that one on an onside kick, a kick return a few years ago. I think that might have been static.
Dylan Riley had one last year.
You're right. Dylan Riley had a kick return last year too. What am I talking about? Yeah, have another one though this year, possibly with Malik. This team's going to run the football. I think the offensive line is geared for it too. Hopefully it's as healthy as it can be right now, BJ. And South Florida isn't too tough up front. Run the football. I think you're going to see a lot of that. They're going to try to go down there, ground and pound. They'll do the opposite of USF. If USF wants to run and call these plays and not give its defense rest, Boise State will be the opposite. Man, when's kickoff? I'm juiced, dude.
Yeah, can't wait. And by the way, Johnny, Wapati128 says if we break
Wapatai.
All right, there you go. If we break 100 likes, I'll buy a BNN subscription. So we got 276 of you right now watching on YouTube. It takes 2 seconds to hit the like button, and if we get over 100, I guess we'll have another subscription there. So thank you, appreciate that, Johnny. What's your biggest concern? Cameron Main checking in. Secondary and tackling are his major concerns here in this one. I would say in game one, tackling certainly is a question mark in this game. And Boise State, Johnny, last year was statistically one of the worst tackling teams in the country. Nathan Carroll's documented that on our site. All the Pro Football Focus numbers. Boise State is one of the worst tackling teams in America last year. They did more live tackling periods this year in fall camp. But first game, tackling's always tough too because you just don't do enough live tackling. So against their speed, against this offense, tackling today is certainly an issue for me. And I still want to see this secondary prove it, Johnny. I know everybody likes Amarion McCoy and Irby and Benefield and these guys coming back, but the stats weren't great last year. They gave up a ton of big plays. They didn't get a lot of interceptions. And I want to see the secondary. They're all talking like it's going to be major improvements, but until I see it, I'm not sold on the secondary yet. I'm not saying it's going to be bad. I'm just not ready to totally buy in until they prove it to me. So I would say my biggest concern probably is still the secondary.
I like the secondary this year, and we've been back and forth on that on this. With all due respect, I mean, replacing Tubner and Rodney Robinson, I think is going to be easier than maybe you do. And I see Mickey, and I see Banks, and I see Ganter, and I see a year advanced of Zion. He hit the gym. Benefield that's going to be NFL ready in 6 months. And Irby and McCoy have to be better. I look at this defense and I'm like, man, the strength of the defense, man, the best athletes are on the secondary. I hope they're better this year. For me, and there's stuff I don't think we can say on embargoed stuff and whatnot. I would just say I would be scared for place kicking. A big field goal.
Somebody brought that up. He said we haven't heard much. Yep.
Kicking. I would be scared of field goals. Rough climate too. I mean, let me just ask you this, BJ, were you there just the other day? Was that you I was talking to?
Yes.
Okay. I'd be worried about the field goal kicking. I would be. And Boise State fan, I don't have to tell you what that's like. You've lived it. This fan base knows great field goal kicking, and this fan base knows the opposite. I said yesterday, I mean, pinpoint all 3 of Kellen's losses: missed field goals in the Poinsettia Bowl, missed field goal at TCU, and the missed field goals I don't even need to bring up in that other place in 2010. I mean, Kellen runs the table. If the whole team does, but you know what I mean? I mean, this town has had epic, massive, like, wake me up in the middle of the night. I'm never getting over this heartbreak on missed kicks. So they know what it is, and I'm crossing my fingers for the fan base. That's such a tough way to lose. I'm probably overblowing it, BJ, but
you're worrying everybody in the chat about they've had bad.
Bringing up all these numbers. All I'm saying is it won't be Jonah accuracy. What was Jonah? 87% in his career or something, even with last year. Like, I hope it's that for the fans, but that worries me a little bit, is kicking and special teams for that matter, BJ.
Yeah, no doubt. And I do think the return game, you're going to see, like you mentioned earlier, with Sherrod helping out there and some of the other guys back there. I think Quentin Jones, the true freshman, has a chance to be exciting. But I think the return game, and I think that that's a huge deal, because we taught, Stacey Collins last year said numerous times how poor the special teams was, and he was brought in here and paid a lot of money to fix it, and it wasn't there. I think I think special teams is certainly a big one for me. I'm not really worried about this offense at all, Johnny. I think the offense, you mentioned the running game, but I think in general, I saw enough from the wide receivers, Johnny, and I saw enough from Maddox Madsen. I mean, I know some people, I know he's still somewhat of a, I would hope everybody's finally bought in, Johnny, to Maddox Madsen. I know there's probably still some people out there, the diehards that haven't or whatever, that just want to try to prove a point that he's not good enough. But I thought Maddox Madsen had a really good camp, man. I think Maddox Madsen is ready to go. And if he stays healthy, I really do think he could put up some big numbers this year.
The doggy is only judged on 12 days. Isn't that crazy for him? I mean, that's what his whole being of the Boise State quarterback office, that chair that he holds. I mean, it's 12 days, dude. If Mad Dog plays, if he just plays Mad Dog style ball, which is 1, they win the game. 2, okay, some stuff comes with it, some good, some bad, but consistent. No turnovers, doesn't get sacked a lot, doesn't throw high volume interceptions, doesn't run when he shouldn't, and Boise State wins. You're going to get just the dog-y game. Maybe he takes it to another level because he's better at football this year than he was last year. Just is. You've seen him. Guys get better. They improve. They work on this really hard, guys. Like, he's in the building every day trying to get better, and he's a smart kid. So he's going to be better. Maybe you get him, where you're going to, at some point, when a guy gets a gig at quarterback, a lot of times, BJ, it's, hey, you're going to go in, you're going to do this, you're not going to lose the game. We're not going to lose the game because of you. Don't lose the game for us, as was the mission statement last year. Sometimes then quarterbacks reach that level where the head coach says, if we're going to win, you have to play well. You're going to win this game for us, not try to lose it. We need you to go win it. And I don't know where they are with Mad Dog in that relation. Maybe he's still in between there. He's obviously, you would think, going to have to make more plays than he did last year with Jed T. Not all that many more, though, BJ. Like you said, this offense still has a lot of playmakers, and I think the line as a unit is simply going to be better this year. Same philosophy. Cage Casey's a lot better at football this year than he was last year, BJ. So, but if he plays like ass, BJ, if Mad Dog sucks tonight and some of those disasters actually come to fruition, or those possible disasters you saw last year, they don't get bailed out on, and it's a bad day for the guy for whatever reason, you know what the story's going to be, and it's going to be unfortunate. He just needs to end that story, write his own story, play well, and number one, first and foremost, the team win.
By the way, Johnny, it's funny on the game notes here. They have like the leading returning players, and it lists Maddox Madsen as the leading returning rusher. Just kind of funny. Just kind of funny when you look at it right there. Yeah, he's his face on there for rushing. I mean, it's just kind of funny. 221 yards is his. And I guess it's the same for their quarterback too, Byron Brown. 269 yards returning for him. Johnny, a guy on here, BSU Bill says, give me Cam Bates and Quentin Brown in the passing game. Don't need to see Ben Ford or Chase Penry. We need speed on the field. I'm actually intrigued to see Ben Ford because we've been hearing a lot about him, Johnny. And is Ben Ford, has he stepped up and he is like deserving of this starting spot, or is he starting because they don't have anybody better? I mean, I think you could, people that want to, naysay or whatever could look at it from different angles, but there's been a lot of positive talk about Ben Ford, and he's waited a long time, a local kid, to get this opportunity, overcome some injuries, and I am intrigued to see what Ben Ford provides and how much he plays.
Ben Ford's fast as hell, guys. Ben Ford is fast. He's really fast. He's not going to not play because he's slow. He's really fast. And like BJ said, he has paid his dues and bought his time, but that's not why you're going to see a lot of him this year. He's had a really good camp, and he's a really good athlete. A lot of people watching this know this because they followed Ben Ford a long time. The dude's a stud. He's quick. He's agile. He jumps high. He runs fast. He's got really good hands. He's a very technical route runner. Like, I hate putting this on kids, but if Ben Ford was in the Big Sky, I think he'd be first team all league, that type of thing, but hopefully he can do that in the Mountain West and prove everybody wrong. He's going to be out there a lot. Guys, I really like Cam Bates too. And I know, what are you going to do? A lot of times with the ones, you got Chris Marshall, Latrell Caples, and Ben Ford. Then sometimes you'll have Chris Marshall, Latrell Caples, and Cam Bates. Like, sometimes you'll have Chase Penry in there and other guys I'm not naming, Quentin Brown, all over the place. I want to see those guys too, but I might want to see them more, Quentin Brown's case, in November rather than September. We'll see how they use those guys today, BJ, but expect to see Ben Ford, Cam Bates, Latrell Caples, Chris Marshall, and a lot of multiple tight end sets today, guys, and running the football and play action off of that.
Johnny, I want to talk about this matchup. How you said you're worried. South Florida, the quarterback. Are you worried about this game? And we'll do that and get our final score predictions here in just a second. But Matt Bauscher Real Estate, number one ranked realtor in the Treasure Valley, is Matt Bauscher and Bauscher Real Estate. We appreciate his support of Bronco Nation News across the years. So Matt Bauscher and Bauscher Real Estate. Everybody knows 5 friends that are realtors in town, but he helped us buy and sell our home. It was a tremendous process every step of the way, and I would highly recommend Matt Bauscher and his team if you are looking to buy or sell a home. You can do it online, BauscherRealEstate.com. Ridley's Family Markets. I know Johnny loves that Cuna location. Ridley's Family Markets, shopridleys.com. They got locations across the Treasure Valley, Magic Valley, surrounding states. Hit up Ridley's at Family Markets at shopridleys.com. Download that Skip app. Good savings up to 40% off at the checkout line. Hey, transportation compliance service. You want to get in the trucking industry, get the permit needed to drive that Boise State equipment truck. Well, you got to do it at Transportation Compliance Service. All the DOT, overweight, all the paperwork, everything you need to get out there towing that first load in no time. They're ready to help you out. Transportation Compliance Service online, transcompservice.com. Johnny, I know you guys will have a post-game as well. We'll have a post-game show. Speakpipe.com/BNN. Folks can leave us a voicemail on the Signature Roofing voice inbox line. We want to hear your post-game comments. When the game ends, leave us a voicemail. We'll play it on the post-game show. Signature Roofing, covering our community for more than 2 decades, whether it's a re-roof, a repair, an estimate, an inspection. They got you covered at Signature Roofing, online at mysignatureroofing.com. And I'll give another plug. We'll be at Uncle Bob's tonight. You need a place to watch the game this afternoon? Come hang out at Uncle Bob's Pizza in Meridian. Great drink specials, half off all drinks. That's right, half off all drinks at Uncle Bob's Pizza. They're going to have the pregame show on, so if you want to get there early, you can watch us on the big screen. That's just what everybody wanted, Johnny, to see me on a big screen there at Uncle Bob's Pizza. But we'll have the pregame show, and then they'll have the postgame show live at Uncle Bob's. So come hang out at Uncle Bob's, halftime show, postgame show. We hope to see you guys in person at Uncle Bob's. If you can't make it out for the party, then obviously you can join us here at Bronco Nation News as well. But Johnny, this quarterback, Byron Brown, are we hyping him up too much just because we've had a month to talk about this game and analyze this? I mean, Spencer's saying he's an NFL quarterback. What's your take on Byron Brown, this offense, this team? They've gone to 2 bowl games, where they're at right now. Are you buying the South Florida hype, or are we just kind of overhyping them a little bit at this point?
I got to see this version of Byron Brown. We'll know. We'll see. We'll be able to tell. He's had, I think, 4 or 5 games in his career where he's thrown for over 300 yards. And he's had about the same amount, 4 or 5 games in his career where he's ran for over 100. Like, you talk about the Bama games. Go back and look. He's played Alabama a couple times, and he had a completion percentage under 50% in those games. So he was relying more on athlete, less on arm. That could change, though. I mean, he hasn't played football for almost a year. He's a problem. USF, I just respect what they do. This isn't a patty cake for me. They had good coaches. You've had, Willie Taggart won 10 games there. I think Charlie Strong did too. Skip Holtz, your boy, BJ, Jim Leavitt won games there. They've had moments. They have access to high-level recruits high-level athletes. And they've won games. They're still waiting for that magical season. But I agree with Mike Sanford. This isn't Georgia State. Boise State's going to have to play a solid game. I think they will. Boise State, I think, will win. And I would probably, I'm not going to bet this game, but I would say Boise State covers. They win by 7 or more points, but it's not an easy peasy. That's all I'm saying.
And you talk about it being, you said you don't want to be Johnny Buzzkill, Johnny, but there is so much riding on this game. I mean, this is one of the 2 or 3 hardest games on their schedule probably, and it'd be so nice to get it out of the way and get a win. You win this game, you're feeling great. You've got some winnable games coming up. You're probably undefeated going into Notre Dame. I know the Air Force game on the road is going to be another tough one. I mean, you get 2 of your 3 or 4 toughest games out of the way in the first 3 games of the season with this one and then Air Force. If you can find a way to get to that Notre Dame game undefeated, I mean, you really are in a prime spot. But as you said, you lose this game, you're playing catch up, in a lot of different areas, including the Group of 5 race, which the American wants to try to, take a claim end to that, and to have South Florida take care of big bad Boise State in the opener would give them a lot of street cred. So you hate to put too much of it on game 1, but there are massive implications on this one.
Yeah, there are. And 17 games today on Thursday, starting with Boise State, 3:30 coverage everywhere. And I'm happy to be a part of it and help cover this football team and tell stories on Boise State football on KTIK and BNN. And appreciate
Johnny,
everybody.
give us the lowdown for the full coverage today for KTIK.
We're going on the air at noon, guys. Prater on the Ball game is at noon, not at 3. Noon. And we'll go till 3 p.m. getting you ready. And BJ, I appreciate you for letting me do this after the game. You're driving around, you're doing what you're doing. Bronco game night on our sister station, KBOI, not KTIK, KBOI, where we take your live phone calls, and hopefully it's happy. And I'll tell you this, I think the phone lines will be lit up pretty good. Good time of day for it. So we'll see you today. And I appreciate the fans of Bronco Nation. You guys are committed. You love your team. You're here every day. And I like covering sports in this town. So
I'm going to keep this going for a few minutes, Johnny, but I am going to say this. You guys usually post your audio up as well. We have our shows archived. So if somebody has to choose one or the other or can't listen tonight live, both shows are available. Johnny's show and our show is available archived. They post it to their website. We'll have it on the YouTube channel as well. So I know it's tough to listen to both at the same time, but you can go back and consume all the content later. Johnny, I'm going to keep this rolling from South Florida for a few minutes. Oh, glass of ice water. Thank you. Ashley just brought some ice water. You want to see Ashley here back in Boise, Idaho? There we go. There's Ashley. Thank you.
Where is she from?
Where are you from? They're asking. Virginia Beach.
Did she go to USF?
To go to USF, they're wanting to know. No, and she said that like she was proud to say no, that she did not go to USF, Johnny. So thank you for the water. Appreciate that. So, Johnny, appreciate you, man. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, guys.
There's John Mallory, host of Prater and the Ball Game. We appreciate him. And yeah, look at this, a live look. I know it's I'm slumming it out here, folks. It's tough. Let me tell you, down here in South Florida, getting set for the game today. Folks are asking about how it feels. I mean, right now it's not too bad, but I'm under a palm tree, standing here in the shade. So I know the lighting isn't perfect here. You got the sun and the shade, but I chose maybe not as good a lighting on my face, which is fine with all of you, I'm sure, for the shade. So I could have been out here about 5 feet to my left in the sun, and you may have had a better view. But I would say that I took the shade under the palm tree, and yeah, we've got our water, and we're having fun here. So I think I said this earlier, and by the way, we have record viewership. We're well over 1,000 already today. I see Mike Sanford is in the chat. 302 people on YouTube watching right now. Appreciate you, Mike. Great ball talk show last night. Hopefully folks can go back and watch that. And somebody's wanting me to shotgun a beer. How many subscribers could we get if that happened? Maybe that's something we can do on tomorrow morning's show. I don't know if I want to do that on a game day here before I go to work for several hours today. But maybe we get, I don't know, 30 new subscribers or something. Maybe we do that tomorrow. I don't know. But today, no, we got a game to cover today. It's all business here today, at least for the next several hours. But we have record viewership, over 300 of you watching on YouTube right now. So really appreciate all you guys that are watching. And I do want to throw out a plug in case you got here late. This is the Appreciation Day on 247 Sports. So every article is free today. Mike Prater's column, Nathan Carroll's game preview, all of our content, all of our new fresh content from this week is all free on the website today. So go check it out at BroncoNationNews.com. On the website, it's all free. And they also brought back the 75% off deal. So subscribe today, 75% off. I mean, folks, we're talking $27 for a full year. $27. It's like $250 a month for the entire year of coverage. Get it now before the deal goes away. So we appreciate all of you that have already subscribed, but today is hopefully going to be a big day. So subscribe today. We're going to have all kinds of post-game content that is subscriber only after the game, all kinds of articles and things. So if you don't want to miss any of our post-game content, that's all subscriber only. I guess today, technically, you'll get it for free as part of our free day. But moving forward, all of our post-game content and all of our pre-game content, everything will be behind the paywall. So if you missed the 75% off deal when we started, you've been on the fence about signing up, now's your chance because it is back today, 75% off for today only, I believe, or maybe it's through the weekend. But go ahead and subscribe. Get your Boise State coverage 75% off at BroncoNationNews.com. So today's the day to go sign up. Help us out. $27 for a full year is what it comes out to. $250 a month. I think it's 9 cents a day or something. I'm terrible at math, but that's a great deal. So sign up till they take it away. I don't get to pick the subscription rates. I don't get to pick the deals. That's the corporate people at 247, and they've decided to make this. 75% off today. So, by the way, I'll give you another look here. I mean, just a picture-perfect view of South Florida. You do have some clouds starting to billow up a little bit in the back. So, I know they said there was a chance for some pop-up storms this afternoon. There's not a cloud in the sky over this way. It's absolutely beautiful. There are some pop-up clouds starting to pop up a little bit. What do they call those? Cumulus clouds. But there is a chance for a stray shower, but they are not expecting this to be, they're not expected to be any major storms, knock on wood, that would impact the game, tonight. So any of that. So I don't expect weather to be an issue, even though I know that a lot of folks were asking about that earlier. Somebody asked for my score prediction. I've been thinking about that. I don't know what to go with here. I think Boise State wins. I'm going to go let's go oh man, this is a tough one. Let's go 34-24. How about that? 34-24? Does that seem about right? 34-24. Close game going into the fourth quarter, and then Boise State able to make a late stop. And they're going to win 34-24. Boise State, I think, will win. But I am a little nervous about this game for Boise State. It's road games are always tough. And I think this is going to be a big game to kind of set the tone for the season. We're going to see what Boise State's made of, right? Real early. They find a way to win this game, start this season 1-0, and you're feeling great about things. I think you're in a really good spot. You'll lose this game, it'll be such a buzzkill and a bummer, and they are going to be playing catch up uphill all pretty much all season long in terms of getting back in the rankings and getting back in the national conversation. I mean, you win this game, you stay right there ranked, you stay in the national picture, you're getting talked about because this game is on ESPN, and it's a positive here moving forward. But you lose this game, it does really make things tougher here moving forward. So Logan says I could see that score with a late pick 6. What else we got here? 42-17. Mad Dog's the man. Go Broncos. Let's get a huge crowd out at Uncle Bob's today, by the way. We're going to have Nathan and Chris and Michael Callahan out there broadcasting live at halftime and live postgame. So get on out there to Uncle Bob's in Meridian, and they're going to have great deals, half-price drinks. I mean, yes, half-price drinks out at Uncle Bob's today. I don't know how many times I need to say that. And if you've never had the pizza there, it is tremendous pizza at Uncle Bob's. I absolutely love the pizza at Uncle Bob's, and you will as well. And come watch a game with your friends. Hang out. Get there early because it's going to fill up, and we'll have the pregame show playing on the speakers and the loud sound system and the TV so you can watch the pregame show. 1:30 Mountain Time is the pregame show. Make sure you join us at 1:30 Mountain Time so you can get your pregame show fixed and be ready to go at 1:30 for Boise State and South Florida. We will be live on the field at Raymond James Stadium. Going to have the Starlink. Hopefully the internet's been okay today. We're using the 5G hotspot right now, but I believe we're going to switch to the Starlink over at Raymond James Stadium. 3:30 local time, I guess it is. 1:30 Mountain Time. 1:30 Mountain Time, 2 hours prior to kickoff. We'll be live with the pregame show from the field. We're going to have Jay Tuss live. We're going to have Jeremiah Dickey live. We're going to have Cody Gogler live. We're going to have the sights and sounds of the players warming up live. We'll show you We'll show them getting off the bus. If you can't make it to the game and you want to feel like you're at the game, join us. We got a new little studio desk. We got all kinds of new stuff. We're going to attempt to make this a professional-looking show for once on the pregame show. So join us at 1:30 Mountain Time, 2 hours prior to kickoff. We'll be on the field at Raymond James Stadium. Fingers crossed, no internet issues. I brought the Starlink down from Boise, and we should be in good shape, hopefully, for the pregame show. And as I said, the AD, Jeremiah Dickey, Cody Gogler, Jay Tuss, all live. Who knows who else is going to be on, and we're just going to show you warm-ups and let you watch these players warm up and get the feel of a game day and as the Broncos are getting set for kickoff here. So appreciate all you guys for checking us out. Hey, how you doing? Folks are saying hello. Where do you go to subscribe? BroncoNationNews.com. Right now, BroncoNationNews.com. You go in the upper right-hand corner. I think it says Join VIP or Join Today, something like that. Become a VIP member. And they have the 75% off deal going. If you do an annual subscription, it's only $27. I believe it's actually $26.85 today for a full year of coverage. That's only $2.50 a month, or less than that, I believe 9 cents a day. And the deal is going to go away at the end of the weekend on Sunday. So if you've been on the fence about subscribing, subscribe now. I mean, where else are you getting Boise State coverage right now, in terms of what we're bringing to the table and what we're providing? On the road coverage of Boise State football, every game, basketball, all the various sports and things, football. We're going to be everywhere, and we'll have a full post-game show. So we'll have our full 2-hour pregame, and we'll have about a 2.5 hour post-game show as well. We'll go as late as you guys want. The first hour will be Michael Callahan, Chris Van Sickle, and Nathan Carroll from Uncle Bob's. They'll be at Uncle Bob's for the first hour, getting kind of the instant reaction, the theme, and all the sights and sounds of Uncle Bob's. They'll give their thoughts. They'll take all your comments. And then I will go get the interviews with Spencer Danielson and the players. And then I'll get back up to the press box and I'll jump in and we'll play some interviews and get the sights and sounds and the thoughts from Tampa as well. So we'll have you covered back in Boise. We'll take more of your comments and kind of get that going in the first hour. And then I'll play the interviews and give you the scene from Tampa when I come on about an hour or so after the game ends tonight. So go subscribe, BroncoNationNews.com, $27 full year. You don't want to miss any of our post-game coverage today. And Mike Prater's column, Nathan Carroll, all that stuff. It is free today also. It's a one-day appreciation day, I guess, in honor of the season starting. They've made every story unlocked today. So go read Mike Prater's column, go read all of our coverage, and then decide if that's something you'd like to pay, 9 cents a day for, $2.50 a month for. We'd love to have you join us on this journey here of the Boise State football season. So hope the weather continues to be as good as it is right now. As I said, I do see some clouds starting to billow up a little bit, but it doesn't look like anything bad at this point. And they did say a stray shower or storm is possible, but I don't believe it's going to be anything that is going to have an issue with this game. And I mean, this side right here, I don't know which direction I'm looking. I'm looking right at the beach, not a cloud in the sky. I mean, it is just a picture perfect. It's a little warm, but we can't complain here. We're at the beach here in Florida. So appreciate all you guys for checking us out. We got a lot of cool stuff planned for the pregame show. Again, 1:30. We'll be back in Boise, 1:30 with the pregame show. Going to shower up and head over to the stadium here pretty soon, actually, to get all set up and get ready to go. So thank you guys for watching. Record viewership, over 300 on YouTube at one point. I can't tell what it is right now, but really, really appreciate all you guys for your support, for checking us out, for liking the video down there, for subscribing to our YouTube channel for free and seeing future broadcasts, and then just for your support and telling your friends about Bronco Nation News, and knowing that on a game day, on any day, you want to talk Boise State sports, this is your spot. Hopefully that we're trying to give you what you want and what you need, and if you're a Boise State fan, we hope this is your spot. So we appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. Make plans, 1:30. 2 hours prior to kickoff. We'll see you from Raymond James Stadium as we get set to open the Boise State season against South Florida. Nationally televised game. It'll be Matt Berry, Tom Lubengill, and Harry Lyles Jr. on the call on ESPN at 5:30 Eastern, 3:30 Mountain Time. But as I said, we'll kick it off 2 hours early with the pregame show, the Lithia Florida Boise pregame show. We'll get going 2 hours prior to kickoff. So appreciate you guys from Clearwater Beach here in South Florida, Tampa to be exact. I don't know if that's considered South Florida or not, at the University of South Florida. We appreciate you guys for subscribe. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you here in a few short couple hours as we get you set for Boise State. The season opener is here. Boise State, South Florida. Going to be a lot of fun. Let's play some football. Let's put the ball down and play. We'll talk to you in a couple hours at 1:30 from Raymond James Stadium. Take care, everybody.
Bronco fans, the new Boise State trading cards are here, and you can only get them at Jackson's.
Start collecting them today.
Jackson's, let's go!
It's the fall kickoff sale at Lithia Ford of Boise. It's the best time to trade in and trade up to a new Ford truck or SUV with a room to haul your payload or playload. Visit Lithia Ford of Boise, where Ford begins in Idaho.
And final blade of grass. Done. And done. Who knew it'd take 2,007 man-hours to paint 47,962,053 blades of grass? Smells like game day. Whoa, it's not dry yet.